So this is my girlfriend's, my first debut album. This is my girlfriend April's birthday present. And I'm just in the car, so this is a video. I'm giving it to her today because I was just putting her pictures in. And so I've got nowhere to lay it down, so I wanted to make this my debut. So technically this is the debut. So bear with me. I'll edit after. So, I don't know which is the best way. Probably this way. So anyways, I made some paper flowers here. I found a shield. She's from Scotland. And she loves blue. And she's an Egyptologist person. And I love this blue button. And just some bling. Just some bling. And then on the back, oh, and then I've make tea bags and charms for my books. If you need any, I can make them for you. Not a problem. There's 2 tea bags. There you go. Double-sided. And I put them with my journals. And this is the back. Yeah, just bits and bobs. Love it. It turned out really nice. Like I said, this is my first Mod Podged book. It's a hardcover. I pulled all the pages out of it, put signatures in it, and I cover, you know, I never knew what to do with the front of the covers. So the book, when I pulled the book apart, the first thing I did was, I don't want to play with Mod Podge, I don't want to play with paint, and I had the cover was, you know, I wanted to cover it. So I used book pieces, glued, collaged pieces of book in about here by here in this section. And then I made a sleeve about a 1/4 inch way and a wrap to go around the inside. And then I just went from there. And I built it this way, you know, up. And then I added this material on the spine. And yeah, I had to put, I put 3 rivets in and then I went to 5. And I used some smooth hemp rope that I like because it's more naturey, because April's a gardener and she loves those kinds of things. So anyways, that's that. So let's head in and tell you what I've done. So the first page is some odds and ends here. I got a little tuck spot. I made some paper clips, some little bit of ribbon on them. I included I ripped up some old calendars that had last year's calendars that had these calendars in it. So smart. Cheap, free, works for me. And she loves forget-me-nots, and I just love this ginger ale, that's what it is, carton. And so I just tucked a thing in there. And of course, I think everything should start with a calendar. And then I've made some ATC cards, but I made them out of deck cards. And then just a gardening thing and a little best friend sticker and some charms for her bookmark. And then I with the Kleenex box video that I made, here's a little Kleenex box notepads I make, and all my journals come with them. It's not just basic paper. I love the pinking shears. Pinking shears make everything beautiful. And I covered this with some crazy pink cardstock. Oh, and I make little envelopes with little bits of paper for a tuck spot in here. Yeah, they're fun too, and I sell those as well. Anyways, they'll be all in some random kits that I do. So then I just go to the middle. I just tied it in the center. Whoops, that's not the center. Sorry. Just in the center, and then it can tuck. Come on, we can do this. Alright, so the next part is, I'm going to lay this right here. Nope, doesn't work. So guess what I'm going to get? Well, I don't plan on doing videos in cars. How about that? So I thought this was cute because this is like old bird's home. Here's your home. And pulled a home hardware paint chip thing together because they have some good art. And then I love this for wallpaper in the house, you know, older wallpaper. I loved it. And then I made some more paper clips. And again, with the calendar, had some important phone numbers to it. I pulled apart a little planner with the things in it, put a piece of scissors in there. You know, the calendar stickers? And I put some in there and just, there we go. Included some paper clips. And then I found a really, really pretty poem with her name on it. So this is a start. She loves horses. Look at the pinking shears. I just love it. It's cheater sewing as far as I'm concerned. So I love it. And, oh, you know what? I have to tie these in. That's bad of me. I forgot to do those, so I got to scooch those in. But I made her, and all my journals have this, emergency information numbers and medication lists. And I'll have these in downloads as well, maybe. I don't know, I guess. It's pretty easy to do. And then a household chores checklist I thought I printed off from somebody. And she loves Egypt, as I said, so I just made her just a page as I washi taped on. I love-hate washi tape. I have to glue it down. So, and anyways, I pulled apart a stencil book. And it had some Egypt stuff on it, so I love that. Yeah. And then I found, that's the tail end of things, because, yeah, putting these things together is a little crazy, but I just put some plain white paper in. I'm a new wave journal person maker, I decided, and I like the fresh paper. I'm not going to waste my time tea dyeing. There's too many beautiful pages of magazines and different things that you could do. So, anyways, then I did a section here for family. She can doodle in there if she wants. It's all in the jeans. But I bought this kit online from Trinity Crafts, I think. I don't know. I'm not going to name anything, but... And then I just printed out a beautiful... It's a cross, but it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but it'll be what it is. And then I added a photo album, and I just finished printing off some pictures for her. There's the other half of that cross, and then there's a little breakdown with that kit of the family and her grandparents and stuff. She was raised with them, so it worked really good for her. Appropriate for what is for her. Sorry, give me a second. I got a cramp in my hand. And then where are we off after that? Oh, and then I printed off a printable password keeper, and so I gave her a couple of pages of those. They're just handy, you know, instead of having to race down and get your book or get it out of your purse or whatever. Sorry, that's my hand. And that's the other part of the horses. Check this out. Back end, cute, eh? It was a watercolor picture, watercolor book. And then I have the other half of that poem, and then the rest of that book, and then an annual maintenance checklist I printed off the internet, which I thought was good. Just helps keep things organized. And I like the open ends of these. They're very handy for tuck spots. And then that's the back end of the card. And again, where's the center of this thing? I just tied them with 2 charms, and again, the baling wire, not baling, I want to call it baling wire, but it's hemp wire. Anyways, this is in my early stages of days. I was gluing and having fun, and using words from ephemera. And so this is, this is going to be an art page, but it is art in itself, and it's vegetables, and what are those? Olives and tomatoes. And just some pretty stuff. And this is one of those rainbow trees, I don't know where. Somewhere in the jungles of somewhere. And it's from a calendar page. And again, sometimes putting these in makes my head hurt. But I found a planting tracker and I tweaked it and made it myself for her garden. And then there's a seed starting tracker. So she can have, every year she keeps her own seeds and things like that for all of the garden ladies that want some garden journaling. I can make those for you. And then we've got a garden chore list. So I printed up a few pages of those. I think that'll keep her busy for the year. And then, of course, because she wants to make her own notes, she's she likes clean pages. So I did that. Like I said, I just loaded it. And because she's not the typical quotey, journaly type of person, once you know your people, of course, that's what the gifts, you know, you make them special to the people. And there's that the rest of that tree, and then some more goofiness. Aren't those cool? I just love it. This is a plate, edge of a plate. Isn't that pretty? I just love the vibrancy of it. And I love my washi tape. It's a little crazy. That's part of a Kleenex box, and she can doodle some stuff. And anyways, and so, you know, she likes to do her cooking. She's a good cook. And just did that. Again, it's a calendar page. So you can doodle on that if she wants. And this is just a piece of cardstock. And I just gussied it up with some washi tape. And then I cut another piece and put some washi tape in here for a card. And then I added some crazy colored recipe cards. And then again added some more white papers, just plain white papers, nothing fancy. And then there's the charms, see? So I just have a whole whack of the Tibetan charms I bought off eBay for hundreds of them for like cheap, like borscht. And I could say borscht because I'm Ukrainian, you know that. You may know that. You may not know that. And so I found some soups, a beautiful little cookbook I pulled apart. And it didn't fold, you know, so it only folded on these pages. And I think that's really, really cute. Just kind of using... I make the art with what I have. I'm not one of those original type creative people. I use what I have and I make beautiful things from that. So, excuse me, I've always been like that. Anyways, then I added some more white paper for her so that she could write in her own odds and ends that she's, you know, her own recipes. And then again, I don't know what's going on with that page. Weird. It's fine, it's just sitting different. Anyways, and then I made another card because you had another half of the stock, right? So I might as well put some tape on that. And some more recipe cards. And another space that she can add something on. And the back end of the... Oh yeah, this was a cross-stitch book, I think. Or a folk painting book. I'm not sure. But anyways, and then this is her last page. I love that doily picture. Isn't it gorgeous? Just going to the old stores and washi tape, and I glued the white down. And then this is part of the Kleenex box. And then there's the back page without the ribbon, sorry. And there we go. My very first journal as a grown-up. I love journaling. I love making journals. I will make anything, everything. I pulled apart magazines and things last night, and I've bought some cheap folders. I got a stack of folders for $1 at my store, but I'll do a video on all that. But anyways, so I've been separating things into folders. I've got hundreds of pictures and all sorts of different things. So I'm going to put some random kits together and sell them to people who need some stuff. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I appreciate you listening to my first car video I've ever done. And this is Lisa Salviulo, Puka Salviulo actually. I like to use my maiden name in there too, for those that knew me before I got married. And this is Journals by Lisa. Anyways, over and out. It is a frosty day. It's actually a -1. Beautiful sunshine here in Cruston, and I'm just looking at the mountains heading towards Yak, and there's Icing Sugar Mountain on the top. I'm going to add a couple pictures that I took this morning, maybe, if I remember. I'll have to listen to it back. Anyways, thank you, God bless, universal blessings to everybody, and we'll talk soon. Okay, adios, bye-bye.